Today on the channel, we're showing off my fully 3D printed Star Wars collection. Now, this is stuff I've just 3D printed over the last year of having a 3D printer channel by the name of 3D Printer Mike. So if you guys want to check that out, I will put it down in the description below. But I am migrating all of my Star Wars builds projects over to this channel. So this isn't necessarily going to be Star Wars discussion. I've decided on this channel that the best thing is probably going to be house all of my 3D printing projects, laser projects, all different sorts of Star Wars builds on this channel. So we're going to show you what all I currently have and what I'm working on, and then going forward, projects outside of just one that I talk about here in this channel will be on this channel. Now, my other channel is going to be highly focused on 3D printing, so if you're interested in 3D printing, you can definitely go to the link in the description and check out that channel. But without further ado, let's show off all of the stuff that's 3D printed in my Star Wars collection. So we're going to start in my garage with some of my unfinished projects that don't really have a space, but also some finished 3D prints that I don't really know where to display yet because I'm working on my studio. So let's get into this. So the first one is this 3D file from Galactic Armory. It's a TIE Fighter kit. I think it comes out really nice for just being a 3D print. You simply just glue it together. It comes in pieces. Like you can see, I haven't glued the wings together yet. Honestly, an amazing set of files that he does for these kit cards. There's more ships that I'll show you in the actual office studio as well. This one is blown up. I'm not sure by how much. It's just big enough for my 3D printer to fit it. And you can see here, this is what the original looks like. So I blew this up like 2 or 3 times the size to get it where it's at. So moving over here, this is my unfinished 501st helmet that I've done all the paint work myself and the weathering so far. You can see there's some dirt and grime in there. Wanted to make it more of a used look. It's more of that matte finish as well. We still have to put the visor in and the respirator portions here. I think there's some small details on the ears as well to put. But right now, he should be the next project because this channel is going to focus more on projects for Star Wars as well. But he should be the next project that comes on this channel. Here is my Lego Battle Droid that is a work in progress. This is going to go on my main channel, 3D Printer Mike. But every other Star Wars project should start coming to this channel. This one is just more of an obligation that I have. So we're gonna do this one, and then everything else will come to this channel. You can see here, this is the head. It's insanely large. This is going to be 6'4". I did mess up here. I didn't glue these pieces together, but it looks like we might be all right. You know, we'll see what it looks like. So time to move on. Now these are gonna be some of the 3D prints that I've finished, but I don't have a spot for them. So we have these Lego Clone Troopers. It's about 500% scale to a standard minifig. We have the Phase 1, the 501st. We got Commander Cody in the 228th, I believe that is. We have a Super Battle Droid, and I believe the purple is the 212th. Guys, don't quote me. I'm trying to do this off the top of my head, but there's so many more files that you can actually 3D print. I'll leave a link down in the description below where you can actually get these files. These are all free files for the minifigs. It's pretty awesome. And I did print them on that printer there, the Snapmaker U1. And they did send that printer to me for a review at no cost to me. So just keep that in mind. I printed these all on that printer. Now we also have these skulls. So here is the Darth Maul skull. This is also from Galactic Armory. I believe it's a Patreon for either last month or the month before. I like this one, and then we have the Savage Opress. These were 2 amazing 3D prints that I really enjoyed. Now this is all we have in the workshop currently. Now we have to go to the office. Over here we have another one of the Galactic Armory kit cards. This is actually the size that it comes with. This is the Imperial Shuttle. Awesome print. The Imperial Shuttle is probably my favorite Star Wars ship. We have a vintage collection Slave 1, and then we have a massive Yoda bust that I 3D printed on a printer when I was testing it. Just a crazy thing. A lot of people say that I should try to paint this, but my painting skills are going to need some work, but maybe practice makes perfect. So moving down, these are just the Disney parks. We have another 3D printed Lego droid. This is an R2-D2, kind of like, this one's kind of cool because you don't need any glue or anything to put this one together. So I thought it was a really cool one to 3D print. We have my Ewan McGregor signed plaque. I got that at Star Wars Celebration Anaheim. And then we have just a Korbanth saber that I bought to display it with. And then we have like a Lego blaster back here, nothing crazy. And then this one is actually one of my favorite 3D prints. This was like an inspired 3D print where the user that made it, or the designer that made it, was like, hey, look, this is if Obi-Wan turned to the dark side. That's what his lightsaber would look like. And that's completely 3D printed. All of the parts, you know, I think it just came out looking fantastic, especially on display. But this is mainly the shelf I have in here. There's one more shelf I have with 3D printed stuff. That's just a few Pokemon. We have more of the kit cards. We have the TIE Fighter, or the Advanced TIE Fighter, I believe, or TIE Bomber. And then we have the TIE Interceptor, actually, I believe that one's called. And then we have a Snow Speeder. Lastly, we have the main jewel, the full-size B1 battle droid that I did all of the weathering and painting myself. I really just kind of want to make another one because there's been some casualties, like his finger is about to fall off. The blaster I made for him isn't holding up very well because I never painted it. But you can see just some of the weathering I did in there. I think it, honestly, like, I am so happy with how this one turned out. It's always going to be a display piece of mine, you know, literally everything. It's fully articulated, it swivels, right? You can do anything. Oh, there goes my little alien man. But you can do anything you want with it. It's a great piece from Droid Division that I 3D printed. And this was one of my first videos I worked on getting into YouTube on my other channel. All right, so that's it for my 3D printed Star Wars collection. If you guys are interested in seeing my full Star Wars collection, let me know down in the comments below. And until next time, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit the like button on this video, and we'll see you guys next time.